So guys, today we are talking about how to turn left through the ball like Ben Hogan. So guys, today we are talking about Ben Hogan and how you can swing left and learn to compress the golf ball like he did. Okay, so Ben Hogan, one of the big things you will always see is after impact, how left the club went. Now the club head is still so far outside his hands here, whilst the butt of the club is going around with his body. Now, there's quite a few facets that come into this, but there's two bits that we want to really touch on today is how he got that bowie on the wrist and then how everything went and connected left through the ball. So what he's amazing at is, okay, if we have a look at the image on the screen there, you're going to see how that club is right in this position here. Okay, it's matching so beautifully. Okay, so what he did is on the way down, he did a great job of letting that club shallow, getting that right elbow in front of his body in this position. But at the same time, he was also starting to open the shoulder and add a little bit of bow into that front wrist. Now, what would happen from there is, okay, is that the shoulder got out the way, the hip would open, it would lift upwards, okay, and the left arm can work into the rib cage. Now, as the left arm is working into the rib cage, it's slamming in. So this side is becoming tight, okay? And then at this point, the shoulders, the elbows and the hips are very, very close to being on the same angle, as close as we can possibly get it, okay? So that's what he did so amazingly well, okay? But here is an interesting bit. He bowed the wrist like this, okay, coming in. But if you've got a little bit of bow this way, I'm not talking about horrendous turn down. We're talking about the natural bow, because we know now through biomechanics that that wrist is actually going backwards that way a little bit. But just a little bit of bow right here has the club face a little bit open. So what he then did is shifted the handle left with the same wrist condition, squared the face. So we can see here, that wrist is there. Shift the handle left, okay, with the whole body opening, and everything could work left into that heel. What would happen is the whole body is moving around. It's getting that weight into the left hip, moving it fully into that left heel through impact right here. And then from there, everything is coming round together. It's only after here does the club release. Now, because he sustained the pressure downwards or the lags for so long, what happened was his follow through was very wide but late. So he held on to it so long that all the energy throws the arms up and he has a much higher finish that you'd always see. Almost like the club's being thrown out of his arms. Or there, his arms trying to come out of the sockets. But that's because he is not letting that inertia take place until way after impact round here. Okay? So like I say, that iconic image right there, okay, that's the one. And then from here, everything can move around together. Now, how are you going to be able to apply this? Okay, well, what you might want to do is hit some short shots where you simply get the club down into this position right here, okay, left with the club shaft back to parallel to the floor, and then just hit some little shots where you simply chip the club around, okay, feel like the hands stay here, the handle goes left, the club head stays outside the hand, there's a bit of bow still in that wrist, and you might even feel a bit of tension in that left tricep, because that is going to tell us that as that shoulder is opening, that arm is allowed to rotate into the body, which allows this left wrist to turn down, which allows the club face to square, the whole side is opening up, okay? It's the whole side working together, okay? And also, think about attack angle. He clearly hit down on the ball a lot, compressed it. So if you are going to be hitting down on the ball, you've got to swing more left, okay? Because lag gives more down. So you've got to swing more left if you've got lag in order to square the face. Because if you've got lag, as we say, the face is going to be a little bit more to the right due to that downward angle of attack that Ben Hogan clearly used in his game, and that's how he was able to really swing powerfully left through the ball and never see the golf ball go to that left-hand side. One of the keys was all in how he allowed that release to happen through impact. Thanks for watching that video, guys. Hope you find lots of useful information there that you can apply to your game. This was one thing that I believe that was massive to Ben Hogan's game. He applied it, you know, as well as anybody ever has in the history of the game. He learned to control his impact, which really allowed him to become, if not the greatest, one of the greatest ball strikers in the history of the game. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again soon.